Hello, my name is Cyril White. I am the Managing Director and founder of White House Financial and Settlement Consulting, which I founded in October of 2001. And we help, it's currently June 5th of 2014, to give you some frame of reference. We've been in business going on 13 years. And what we do is we help clients achieve an easier and less stressful life through the achievement of their financial goals. And we specifically specialize in helping people who are undergoing some type of life-changing event, specifically a legal settlement, physical injury, things of that nature. We're especially licensed and have been doing that business for over 13 years, and so we have a lot of specialized experience in that. I'd like to talk today about part of that specialized experience in something called structured settlements. And this is a very specialized area of financial planning. While many people think they know what structured settlements are, unfortunately the internet does not have much information, amazingly enough, on the good part of structured settlements, only if you wanted to sell a structured settlement. So structured settlements have been around for over 30 years, and they were invented by the life insurance companies and the defendant insurance companies that had life insurance subsidiaries to help settle legal suits. And they basically, instead of paying someone all up front, let's say you were in an auto accident and you sued and you received $100,000, instead of getting that all up front, they would put it in a structured settlement annuity, which are only funded by large life insurance companies, about 10 of them currently, a handful of large, very large life insurance companies. And so they would pay that settlement out over time as opposed to paying it all at once. In 1982, Congress passed a law, that the Structured Settlement Act, that said that if you're receiving your legal settlement and you are using one of these special structured settlement annuities, that not only is the amount you're receiving, so in my example $100,000 tax-free, income tax-free, but the payments that you receive over time, which have interest in them, would also be income tax-free. And this really opened the floodgates in the structured settlement industry and really gave people a benefit to structuring or putting their payments over time versus getting them all at once. These can be structured or configured almost in a limitless fashion, so you can receive monthly payments, quarterly payments, annual payments, lump sum payments. But the most important thing is to really nail down what your financial needs are, what your life needs are, what you want to accomplish in your life after your settlement, and develop a plan to accomplish those goals. Because we are completely a certified financial planner and we work only with claimants and plaintiff attorneys, we can basically do the financial planning, understand what the needs are, and structure a financial plan, whether that includes a structured settlement or not, or a combination of financial instruments that will achieve their goals or your goals going forward. The other important thing to understand about structured settlements, which sometimes muddies the waters in a case, is that because it's a settlement, both the plaintiff and the defendant have to agree to the structured settlement. And sometimes the defendant has someone like us that they're using on their side to help them with the structured settlement. And that's fine. We work with everybody. They have their interests at heart, and we have the claimant and the plaintiff attorney's interest solely at heart. Because of this, it's very important to have both sides communicating that a structured settlement may be used to settle the case, because you have to have the special language. If a structured settlement is going to be used, the money has to go from the defendant or their insurer directly to the annuity company. It cannot go to the plaintiff attorney. It cannot go to the claimant. It can go in the form of a check written to the annuity company. It doesn't mean you can't physically hold the check. We can process the check, but it has to be written from the defendant to the annuity company. And we provide all of that information in terms of how the check should be written, where it goes, and so forth. In addition, there is special documentation and special language that needs to go in the settlement agreement at the time of settlement. In addition, in Michigan, if a minor is involved, there has to be special language in the circuit court order approving the settlement that deals specifically with the structured settlement annuity. And that's one of the services we provide. We provide all of that language. We will work with the defense, with their structured settlement consultant, so that you as the plaintiff attorney or the claimant don't have to do any of this work, and we will handle everything. All we need is the contact information for who we need to work with on the defense side, and we'll take care of all of that. One thing pertaining to structured settlements that is very important to mention is that once the case is settled, once a structured settlement has been placed, has been locked in, and all of the legal documents have been signed, you cannot go back and change the structured settlement parameters, such as the timing of the payments, when the payments are to be received, and the amount of the payment. So once everything's settled, the check has been received, the documents have been signed, it's fixed and you cannot change it, which is why it's very important to make sure that detailed financial planning is done up front so that you can keep enough funds in a non-structured settlement account, such as a bank account or other investments, that are your flexible funds for unforeseen needs and that you can use over time. And then the structured settlement for your guaranteed, safe, primarily income or replacement of income for specific needs. That's the additional funds that you want to place in a structured settlement annuity. It's also important to note that the tax benefits, so the income tax-free nature of the interest that is paid out by a structured settlement, is only income tax-free in the case of a physical injury. So in cases such as employment cases, breach of contract, things of that nature, non-physical injury cases, we can still use structured settlements, and we do, but the income that is associated with the interest would then be taxable. Not the entire payment, but any interest would then be taxable as income in a non-physical injury case. In addition, we can also structure plaintiff attorney fees as well. Lastly, there is a new product that we are going to talk about in detail in a separate video blog that is an index-based annuity offered by Pacific Life, where the payments can vary based on the S&P 500 stock index. So if you're interested in that, please check out our specific blog video on that product. So it's important to understand that you need to know whether you're going to do a structured settlement or not before you settle. Once you settle, it's too late. You can't go back then and say, you know what, I think I'd like one of those structured settlements, or here's my check, let's do a structured settlement. You can't do it at that point. It has to be part of the settlement, and that's very important to understand. If you'd like any other information, we're happy to work with you. We do tons of meetings at no charge. We're paid by the structured settlement annuity, or if you'd like just a pure financial plan, we're paid on a flat fee basis, and we're happy to meet with you and discuss your situation at no charge if we can help you. So my email is cyril@whitehousellc.com, phone number 734-433-1670, and we'd love an opportunity to help you. Thanks.